Welcome to Lunabean Media's video tutorials for Facebook. In the previous video, I showed you your basic settings and how to edit those default tabs. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually search for and install an application that goes above and beyond the default tabs. So in this case, I'm going to show you how to do it with Extended Info. Extended Info is an application that allows you to customize the information that's shown to you. It's going to be in addition to what you see up here. So let's go ahead and go through the process, as this is kind of the process for all apps that you want to add. You can add any kind of app you want to your Facebook fan page, and there are literally thousands of apps that people develop to do that. So what you'll do is you'll click on that Edit Page button to come into your applications, and you'll come down here and see More Applications, and then of course click the pencil icon and Browse More. So in this case, we're just going to go ahead and search for it because we know the name of it. But feel free to browse through these. A lot of them are fun, and a lot of them can kind of be useful for your site, depending on what you want to do with your page. You can search for, quizzes and videos and all that kind of fun stuff. So Extended Info, and there it is, Extended Info. So we're going to click on that, and that's going to bring us to Extended Info's fan page. The thing to keep in mind here is that most applications are made for personal profiles. You'll need to discover pretty quickly if an application is made for your fan page. The way to do that is to just look underneath the profile picture of any particular app, and if you see the Add to My Page link, that's how you're going to want to add it to your page. If you don't see that, that means that that app can't be added to your page. It can only be added to your personal profile. So go ahead and click Add to My Page, and in my case, because I have several pages, it's going to ask me which one. In your case, it will probably do that automatically because you only have one. But either way, just go ahead and click which one you want to go to. So now that is added to your fan page. Of course, we have to find how to get back to our fan page. And as discussed in the previous video, just click on Ads and Pages. We'll bring up the ads and then click on Pages. If you have more than one page, click which one it is, and you're brought back to your page. So now that you've installed the app, where is it? Well, once again, we go to the Edit page, and you're going to see it here in Applications, right here, Extended Info. So of course, same old settings here, Edit and Application Settings. In this case, go ahead and click on Application Settings first. We're going to want to go ahead and add it as a tab, so that way it's going to appear as a tab up top. And then the additional permissions, feel free to do this or not. This is Publish Recent Activity to my wall. In the case of Extended Info, this is static information. You're going to kind of fill it out one time. Feel free to go ahead and do it. All it means is that when you edit it, there's going to be a little story published to your wall, which of course you can remove anyway. Not a big deal either way, so just do whatever you want there. I just leave it unchecked. So now that we know that there's a tab added to the top, let's figure out actually editing it so you can enter the information that you actually want to enter into Extended Info. In a Wineries case, you're probably going to want to enter something like, I have this set up, farming philosophy, or vineyard management philosophy. That would be a good one. Insert new field, and most cases go ahead and go with regular, which is just plain text. If you want to get fancier, feel free to read through these, but I'm just going to show you a regular one, which is plain text. So I just inserted a new field in addition to the farming philosophy that I had set up earlier, and you may want something like varietals, and enter something to the effect of, again, keep search terms in mind. Joe's Wine and Winery produces award-winning Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. Again, this is completely up to you. This is your area to add custom fields and to fill it out however you want to fill it out. So once you have these fields filled out, you can go ahead and move them up or down. If, for example, you want varietals above farming, go ahead and move it up or down. You can click this X here to essentially get rid of this. But when you have things generally set up the way you want them, click Save Changes. Don't worry about this, include this update in the news feed. Again, it's just going to publish a little story to your news feed saying that you updated something. I'm going to actually leave that checked because in a moment I'm going to show you how to remove those. But again, doesn't matter. So Save Changes. And what this is going to do is then make those fields for you in your Extended Info tab. So after the changes are saved, we're going to look at the tab and you're going to see what I entered right here has ended up on your tab. And once it's saved, you'll get the nice little message saying, okay, your Extended Info has been updated, preview what it looks like on your page. You can just kind of skip that and just go right up here to get directly back to your page. And then once you get back to your page, you'll say, well, where's the tab? Well, it's hiding right over here because you have a lot of different tabs up here. So go ahead and click that to bring it up, and then move it. We always recommend right next to info. And here you'll see varietals. Joe's Wine and Winery produces, and then farming philosophy, we use good farming practice. So anything that you've entered there will appear right there. One thing to note is that there's very little space here, and in order to make things look a little bit better, go ahead and click on Edit, which is just another way to get back quickly to the fields, and just hit a couple of spaces here, a couple of returns, and again click Save Changes, and then back on the page here you'll see that the character returns that we just entered are now represented here. I just did a lot for an example, so custom make it so that it looks good for you. The only other thing to really note here is that way that we just did extended info, how we installed it, is the way that you're going to want to install any app. The final note is that you can reorganize, of course, these things here. The way that we like to see them for most wineries is to go wall info, which is set, extended info, if you have extended info that you want to add. Photos, because photos are so important and they really engage people. And then notes and or events, either way. If you have a lot of events, kind of highlight that by putting that there. If not, stick it at the end. Notes, again, if you are importing a feed, as I showed you how to do in a previous video. If you're importing a blog feed and they're all popping in right here, you're going to want to make that kind of prominent. You even may want to stick that in front of photos. But again, just feel free to jockey these things back and forth. Get it looking the way you want to, so that when people come to your site and they see these things here, you don't have so many things all jammed in the top. Just make them these pretty important things, these pretty important tabs right here. I mentioned real quickly earlier that sometimes if you have little checkboxes checked for publish to wall, here you'll see that Joe's Wine and Winery updated its extended info. Because sure enough, we left that checked, so it made a little story saying that we added the field. If you want to get rid of this, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, because as you get more information, this is just going to be bumped down farther and farther. But if you do want to remove it, just click the remove and delete, and it will be gone for you. So that's been how to add an application to your Facebook fan page.